Tonight, in typical Raw fashion, we highlighted the most prestigious championship in the entire WWE universe.
Well, at least on Raw.
The Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. And it was good.
It's legitimately pretty much like the most important championship as far as the way people defend it, and as far as the way storyline writers care about it.
More often than not, yeah. Yeah, the WWE title's alright. Intercontinental title's where it's at. Yeah. Let's talk about the rest of Raw, where we actually opened up with Kurt Angle and Constable Corbin talking about how much of a bitch Brock Lesnar is, pulling out of a deal and essentially erasing the multi-man match that was supposed to be at Extreme Rules. Neither Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns were very happy about it, and neither were they happy with each other, but the Revival wanted a tag team rematch from last week, and goddamn did they win this week. It was fantastic. We also had Curtis Axel defeat Matt Hardy very quickly. He got a standing ovation and a wonderful from the Deleters of Worlds, and that tag team title match that they earned weeks ago will now happen officially at Extreme Rules. Kurt ended up making a 6-woman tag later on, trying to force Bayley and Sasha to work together, teaming them up with Ember Moon to take on the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad ended up ruining a photo shoot with Jinder and Sunil Singh, and then defeating the team of Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon, to which Bayley snapped and beat the shit out of Sasha Banks. That was also fantastic. Titus Worldwide had some words with the Authors of Pain prior to a squash match that they had, where they were shoving backstage personnel. Titus Worldwide didn't like it. Authors beat up Rich and Rex Gibson, and then beat them up more after they beat them up the first time, and Titus Worldwide came out and made the save, and the Authors of Pain walked away. Kurt and Baron argued over, whether these tag team matches, these forced tag teams, should be happening or not. Finn came in and had some choice words for Corbin. Braun came in and demanded that he team with Kevin Owens, to which we had a mixed-up rematch of what we had last week, where Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens would take on Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. It went pretty well for Owens and Strowman, considering they picked up the win, though it was by a count-out because Finn and Corbin just didn't like each other. And then, just when Kevin Owens thought everything was fine and dandy, he realized he was trying to be friends with Braun Strowman. And then Braun Strowman chased him to the back. He hid. He tried to leave. And Braun ruined his car. Because that's what Braun does, is ruin cars.
Here's the thing. This is Braun still trying to be Kevin's friend.
Really?
Braun is just so strong that that's how he ribs people.
I feel like Kevin's getting a mixed reaction, because essentially he didn't want to team up with Braun at all, and then he was like, "No, we won. This is great." And then Braun did all that. So stick with it, Kevin. It might work out for you. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James came out. Alexa Bliss talking about how Ronda Rousey is gone, and she still has to deal with Nia Jax. We don't know why. Oh, rematches, that's why. But Natalya came out and said, in 23 days, my friend Ronda Rousey is going to come back and she's going to deal with you. But Kurt said, we have a match tonight, and I didn't come back from Tahoe alone. She came with Nia Jax, who actually helped her defeat Alexa Bliss. No Way Jose and Mojo did a thing. Todd was the most over guy in the match, or the segment, whatever you want to call it. And then in the main event, Seth Rollins did in fact defeat Dolph Ziggler by disqualification after Drew McIntyre, who was ejected from ringside, came out, pulled the referee out of the ring, attacked Seth Rollins, then the 2-on-1 beatdown, then sadly brought out Roman Reigns because Dean Ambrose isn't healed yet. Roman Reigns helped fight off both Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew and Dolph walk away victorious. Roman's pissed. Seth is tired. And Raw ended. Oh, also, Bayley has to get counseling because she beat up Sasha.
Because they're friends.
All right, well, what'd you like about Raw, Kevin?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah?
Actually.
What specifically?
I'm going to go with the Bayley beatdown.
All right.
The Bayley beatdown is my like of the week. I'm really hoping that this turns into some sort of a stipulation match at Extreme Rules.
Well, if it does, sadly, Bayley's going to lose because Bayley can't get Extreme.
Well, I feel like this moment was the turning point.
Unless a kendo stick is involved.
Yeah.
Then it's all Sasha. But yeah, no, I like the fact that they let Bayley take charge of this whole thing. And I'm pretty sure she cussed after she beat up Sasha. Because they either that or someone in the crowd did.
I think it was a crowd person.
I don't know, because it almost looked, she's like, after all the stuff you've done to me for the entire year, not just this last week, but all this stuff, you think you're better than me? And I almost thought that it was bleeped out. I thought the last thing she said was, "You're not shit." And I'm gonna pretend like that's what Bayley said because I want that to be what Bayley said. But yeah, Bayley being a badass is nice. Let's keep that going. The crowd was fucking into it.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you want. You want your people to be over. Oh, man. I'm going to give my, two... Oh, boy. Oh, man. I'll give my, to the B team.
They're likable.
Their mockery of the Deleters is hysterical, on top of the fact that they're bumbling idiots and everything kind of goes wrong for them, even though it's their segment, is still super funny. And to watch Bray and Matt kind of react to that, and even in a situation where Matt loses to Curtis, he still gives him the standing ovation. Both of them are happy for him, and then the B team are like, "Okay, cool," and they roll out, and they're still celebrating that Curtis beat Matt. So
Curtis sporting quite the shiner.
Yeah, he had a big old black eye. I don't know. It didn't seem like he had that in the promo video prior.
Yeah.
So maybe that was shot, a couple days in advance. I don't know, but yeah, maybe Bo just punched Curtis in the eye on the way that they started celebrating too early because they already knew that Curtis was going to beat Matt. Maybe that's what happened. But yeah, I'm going to give my to the Deleters of Worlds, or the B team mocking the Deleters of Worlds, because it's funny. What did you love?
The B leaders of Worlds.
The B leaders of Worlds. I know what you loved. Give it to them.
Did you have to even ask?
No. Tell them what
my brother.
Tell them what you loved.
My boys. Dash and Dawson defeating Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Talk about a little bit of a rub.
It should have happened last week, but I'm glad it happened this week. I mean...
Revival for president.
But yeah. First ever co-presidents of the United States. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
First ever tag team presidents.
Hell yeah.
No, that should put them directly in line for a championship match.
Yeah, no, they should...
Against Brock Lesnar.
They should... Yeah.
Handicap.
Well, I think in succession, they need to defeat Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, trash that shit, and then just take the tag titles from the Deleters of Worlds.
So they're just going to make the Universal Tag Team Champion.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
This is one belt that two guys have to wear at the same time.
They just connect all three red straps and just...
Yeah.
They just carry a long strapped belt to the ring.
Yeah, no, or what they'll do is they'll cut the Universal title in half and put little magnets in it so they can click it together and a friendship bracelet.
They're gonna lay cool that shit.
Yeah.
All right. The revival, today's lay cool.
I mean, close enough.
I mean, There was nothing wrong with Layla and Michelle McCool. Wish they could come back. Yeah, that was good. All right. I am going to give my love to the Intercontinental title match.
Yeah.
It was 25 plus minutes long. It was a fantastic battle back and forth between both Ziggler and Rollins, plus with Drew, getting involved every now and again. Perfect heel tandem on one side. The babyface trying to fight back, get his title back. Fantastic story. Even the disqualification. The disqualification was perfectly done. This is where a disqualification needs to take place. It's not someone who's completely uninvolved attacking someone. It's not none of that shit. It is when the heel has that benefit on his team to use it. It was fantastically told. And I love the match. And I love the belt. I love all the guys involved. Except for my dislike is that now I have 2 segments where I have to deal with Roman Reigns. I don't want more Roman Reigns. Especially when one of those Roman Reigns segments has to deal with Bobby Lashley as well. What'd you dislike?
Mojo Rawley picking on the Hamburger Man.
Yeah. Mojo,
And
you wear
Titus Worldwide picking on the Authors of Pain.
Yeah. Mojo, you wear Zubaz, okay? Don't try to hide that shit. It's all over your goddamn Instagram. A cheeseburger suit is a step up from Zubaz. Just saying.
Unless you're 3.0.
They probably have cheeseburger Zubaz. Those are cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk shit about
Yeah,
Mojo.
yeah, and so it's Mojo harassing the Cheeseburger Man, and the fact that WWE's first storyline for Authors of Pain is actually going to be with Titus Worldwide.
I honestly feel Titus Worldwide shouldn't stand a fucking chance against the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, no way.
There's...
Jose.
See what you did there. You brought it back around.
And
Yeah.
you know what's sad is, like, the potential for this to have a 6-man tag match where people I hate are on both teams seems inevitable.
Oh no. You're going to have Worldwide and Jose
Versus Authors of Pain and Mojo.
Oh no.
And then I have no team I can root for.
No Joe. No go Mojo. Hell no. Oh.
When really it should be the Authors of Pain and No Way Jose versus Titus Worldwide and Mojo.
Yeah, because No Way Jose and the Authors of Pain are the real victims here.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Raw had some good stuff, but it's Raw. There's some things to fix. I really think you could fix it by cutting an hour off of your show. Then you wouldn't have the same shit happening every week.
Or you could fix it by getting rid of Mojo and Titus.
That works too. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the link that says SoundCloud.
Where you can get this review and all of our regular reviews in podcast form. There is also Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's Rungabindibelievable with a W. Like wrestling.
Like a wrestling?
Yeah.
Thanks, Porky. Yeah, there are many types of videos over there. There's the list with Kevin Hawk.
Me.
There's Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf. There's a new one up. There's not going to be one this week, but there's a new one from last week. Check that out. There's also unboxing videos where you can get cool little micro brawlers or shirts like this great Muda shirt. There's also punishment videos and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys,
So
thanks for
loose.
watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. And do we have to tell you why? Every single week, this Raw just gave us even more reason to say, fuck Modus.